elbow down the bottom. That's why it's closed.
Out from Jets. City serving. To Ola. Great set out to Alexis. Down the line. Number 5, Gabby. She was just there. Needed to take one more step. Chloe Rutherford back to serve, number 37 for Jets. Deep serve, cross court to number 5, Gabby. Sarah Canducci getting that free ball slide with Leia. Same results. That slide is so effective. Number 12, Sophia Smith and Rachel Morrison blocking that, just unable to press as much as they probably should. Ball lands in front of them. So pressing over the net is so important. Sometimes we get caught in going super high, and that's exactly what happens. Very flat serve on Anna Richardson, resulting in an ace. A little far back on her heels on that one. She's a great passer. I think she's trying to relieve Rachel Morrison a little bit more right now so she can go hit. Flat serve, just dipped before it reached the net and then went into the net. Sophia Smith, number 12, serving. It's 8-3 to City on Alexis, number 6 slide. One blocker on Leia, cut shot there, Rachel Morrison, blocked by Leia. Number 22, Rochelle, comparatively to Chloe Rutherford, is a lot shorter. So matching up the setter and Rachel Morrison is quite smart from Ian Brownlee. Number 6, Alexis Crucy, serving. Flat serve deep on Gabby. Great pass there. Out to Rachel. Tipped. Good press on that. Again, out to Rachel. Quite tight set. Number 22, Rochelle Kavina. Tried to go up with one hand. I thought that there might have been a net touch, but there was not. Again, folks, if you are unaware, the net is a no-touch zone in volleyball. Yep, there we go. Number 1, Rachel Morrison off the hands of number 22, Rochelle Kavina. Very tough to play against, especially as a little bit of an undersized setter. It is very important to go low and tight on that block. And a substitution, number 4-5 for number 11 on City of Edinburgh side, and that would be Sydney Wilson. A low set to the middle there from Jets, inside set to Morrison. Down that line, she loves that shot. It is very effective. Alexis, 80% of the time she will be there. That was the 20% that she was not able to deal with that. We've seen that shot multiple times at this point in this game. Emma Waldy back to serve. Short serve. Leia able to deal with it. Rachel reaching and easily placing it in that no-man zone in 2. Very tough again to go up against Rachel Morrison as a bit of a shorter setter. Again, short serve, Alexis deals with it very easily. Ola off the hands, good recycle, Alexis. To Chloe Rutherford. Chloe Rutherford into the block, unable to cover on Jet's side. 10-6 to Jets. I think that this is a very crucial point in the set. It's early enough to make changes, but it's also almost midway through the set. So that slide again, even a little off the net. Rochelle is able to set that to Leia, number 13, very efficiently, and Leia just goes at the setter, Emma Waldy, and is able to get a kill off of that. Very effective if you know how to do it well. Serve, cross court, on the setter, Gabby and Rachel Ferguson, miscommunication, very high contact point from Rachel Morrison. Great defense from 13, Leia. Ola able to go high, cross into that seam. It's very common that you see players going at the middle in defense whenever they're serving. Anna Richardson getting the ball almost to the line. Rachel Morrison trying to go deep and missed it long. A little bit of a mishit there. Emma Waldy getting very high out to Rachel. Cross court to Anna Richardson, back to Rachel Morrison. Well handled by Leia Renfrack, over the net by Rochelle Kavina. Cross court again, Rachel Morrison, very well handled by Jets. Let's see if it's going to be a trifecta. Yep, back to Rachel Morrison, cross court again, and this time it scores. It's very tough to expect something and then the same player is hitting over and over again. But Rachel is very good at picking a shot and trying it until it works. She's back to serve. Now on number 6, Alexis Crucy. Slide! Sophie Ballard, number 4. Very swift, very quick slide on that, off the hands of the block of Gabby and Rachel Ferguson. Rochelle Kavina back to serve. Deep onto Anna Richardson, outside of the platform, back to Sydney. Cross! We haven't seen Sydney Wilson much in this game so far. She is a very effective oppo. Ellen Rankin coming in for Rachel Ferguson. She has been out injured recently, so I'm glad she's getting some face time here on the court. But as I was saying, Sydney Wilson has a gnarly cross-court hit. Very hard to defend unless you know what's coming. Ellen Rankin serves into the net. Very uncharacteristic of her. She's got a very nice float that just drops in front of you. Number 3, Ola Kalinowska back to serve. Flat serve, trickle off the net, and an ace on number 5, Gabby Balisavite. That net is playing favorites. Only for the left side. Serve long. Again, commendable for trying to go for an ace. Jets are known to have very nasty float serves that do just drop at the back line. Sydney Wilson back to serve. So sorry. Canduce's able to get it. Back row attack from Rachel Morrison. Scrappy picked up. Rachel Morrison calling for a double there from Chloe Rutherford. Coming up to Dave Cormy, discussing that rule. Sophie Ballard, number 4, back to serve. Currently 17-10 to Jets. Deep serve, very nice float. Rachel Morrison deals with it pretty easily. Slide. Sophie Smith. Outside to Gabby. Blocked by Jets. Followed out to the line by Alexis and Sophie. Out. City of Edinburgh incorporating slides into their game. That is a fairly newer development. It takes a certain type of middle that knows how to do it, and that has been taught well to make it effective. And I'm glad that I get to see them be more incorporated. I love setting slides, and they're very pretty on camera. Number 5, Gabby back to serve. Deep serve, about 3 feet out. As their arena is getting filled up, it is getting warmer and warmer in here. That ball might as well be flying a little too far. Number 37, Chloe Rutherford back to serve, flat serve. Cross into the net. That is 3 missed serves in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Uncharacteristic for both of these teams, but again, last game of the season, last game of the Cup series. Got to go for it. I totally understand. Sophie Smith, number 12, back to serve. Cross-court serve onto number 6, Alexis. Outside, back to her. Shotting it to Sydney Wilson. Outside to Rachel Morrison. Two-handed tip from Rachel Morrison down the line. Unsure if she is seeing that no one is there or if that is Ian Brownlow's game plan on this, is to just go down the line. But both Ola and Alexis have made their base defensive position on that line Out of system, very nice run from Leah and Rochelle. Very quick and very unexpected. Not a lot of people run middles out of system. They wait until there's a perfect set and then run them. But that was beautifully connected. Alexa's very flat serve. I can see it move from this side even. Rachel able to get a very tight set. Free ball over from Jets to City into the middle. Ellen missing slightly long. Again, ladies and gentlemen, she has been out injured for a bit. So this is probably one of the first or second time she got on court, back on court. Out to Rachel Morrison from Sydney. As you can see, Alexis is really going down that line. And then Ola answering back to City with their own medication down that line into a place where the outside in the back row cannot get it. Timeout by Ian Brownlee. The score is 22-13 to Jets. Back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining in, it is 1-0 to City of Edinburgh and then 22-13 to Jets in this set. Very nice volleyball today from the women's side. Float serve onto Gabby on the 10-foot line, out to Rachel Morrison. Alexis frustrated. She saw that and she could have angled her shoulders a little bit better to get that forward, but it just slid right off her platform. And it happens. In high-level games like this, mistakes are going to be made, and it is what you do with them. Short serve from Emma Waldy. Down the slide. City of Edinburgh prepared for it. Out of system from Anna Richardson to Rachel Morrison. Down the line. Over number 22. Rochelle Kavina. Again, so tough being a little bit of an undersized setter in this situation with Rachel Morrison's vertical and power. Again, short serve. Alexis Cruz able to get that. Ola trying to go deep line into that corner. Very smart shot. Readable, but smart. It would have put City in out of system. Emma Waldy really going short with these serves. We'll see if she keeps going short or if she's going to switch it up a bit. Yep, still short. Alexis Crucy already reads that super early. Back to Chloe Rutherford. Down the line, Anna Richardson. Ellen Rankin gets that up. Down the line. Chloe Rutherford slips out of her hands on that attack. It seems like there is a recipe that City of Edinburgh is cooking up just there. Good pass, high set to Rachel. Rachel down the line. It is working. Jets are expecting it, but as of right now, they're unable to deal with it. Everyone is in the right place, and everyone knows exactly what's happening. It's just not clicking, whether it be the ball slipped out of their hands or a little touch off the block. They know exactly what's coming, but they cannot make glitter into gold just yet. Emma Waldy serving. Let's see if she keeps going with that short ball. Alexis already ready to step in on that. A little bit deeper than usual. Sarah Canducci deals with it easy. Middle, miscommunication. Leah Renfrack had to land and almost free ball that. Jets players are telling themselves it's okay, everything's good. We've got time. 22-18 to Jets. Back row to Chloe Rutherford. Low contact. Low contact causing it to go a little long for Chloe. Chloe's quite tall, so she does need a bit of a higher set there to go at it with some power. Amawaldi still back serving short. Sarah Canducci able to deal with that pretty easily. Leia short. Very low set from Rochelle there. Back row pipe. Alexis off the block. Miscommunication. Gabby and Anna Richardson. Leia Renfrack back to serve. Cross court. Rachel Morrison on her knees there, picking that up. Sydney Wilson unable to get past that block. Very, very tough to beat. Leia still back serving deep, cross, or line serve. Very out of system, very scrappy from City, unable to get a hit on that. Back to Ola, out of system, off the hands. Anna Richardson able to dive and then stand up and pass that perfectly, but Sydney Wilson unable to get her feet to the ball in that set. It's 1-1 for the set count just now between City and Jets. Again, this can either end right now very quickly, or it'll go to 5. I think between these two teams, there is no in between. When both of these teams get hot, they are piping hot. But when these teams go cold, it can be detrimental for both of them, because there is an element of momentum, emotional momentum in volleyball, that if it is abrupted, even gradually or suddenly, that it is detrimental to many, many teams that are on a hot streak. So coming up to this third set, we will see what's going to happen. Both teams seem to be in very nice and very good spirits. Ian Brownlee putting in his lineup on the iPad. Very interesting technology there. Kenny huddled up with his team also, talking and strategizing. Next game, folks, of the day is City of Edinburgh men versus Surrogacy men's team. They have only lost 1 game this year, almost a perfect season. So the Edinburgh-Glasgow battle for the second time this year. It's the same team as last year. This year for women's, City is a very familiar face. Jets, though, first time in a while in cup finals. A year ago was City versus Mets. 2 years ago was City of Edinburgh versus Surrogacy women's. So we've got at least 2 more sets to go in this match right here, while the teams are getting ready to go out and either steal or defend the cup title. kicking off this third set. Back to the regular scheduled program. Rachel Morrison's out in the front row. Gabby, number 5, back in the serving. Very flat serve on Alexis. Very nice pass slide with Bailey. I think it's 4 times by this point that it's been very tough for one of the blockers or both of the blockers on City's side on that slide to press over that net to close that gap between the forearm and the net, and so the ball just keeps going down in front of them, and that's very hard to cover on yourself. Rochelle Kavina serving, great pass out to Rachel Morrison, blocked by Chloe Rutherford and Sophie Ballard. Big block at that. Both of those girls are so tall. And sometimes even a high jump that Rachel has does not compare to a press block. Try again. Rochelle Kavina going cross court to Gabby. Gabby shank out the side. Unable to get her feet under it. As of right now, just like City had Alexis as their serving target, I think Jets is having Gabby Belisavaite, number 5, as their serving target. Yep, cross court, into that corner, narrow miss, wide. Very nice serve there. Sophie Smith, number 12, back to serve. Great serve, cross court, again on Alexis. High set out to Chloe Rutherford. Very nice pickup there by Gabby. Very, very athletic. Back row attack roll. Emma Waldy able to get a little bit of a hand on it. Scrappy play, free ball back to Jet. Easy there on the Jet side from a free ball. Very quick to Rochelle. Rochelle quick set to Sophie Ballard. Ballard down into the right side of Sydney Wilson. Tough to get, especially on a very fast play. Ola back to serve down the line. A miscommunication between the two outsides from City. Gabby and Rachel. 5-1 to Jets right now, and the service pressure has definitely changed from City onto Jets. City unable to get a good pass, consistent good pass besides that one. And anytime they do get a good pass, they do tend to score. Those are Emma Waldy running a C with Rachel Ferguson, and that's whenever the middle goes very quickly right behind the setter. So it's basically a reverse A1. Emma Waldy back to serve, short serve. Jets deals with it pretty well. A little bit of a tight set to Rachel. Rachel demolishes that into the seam between the libero and the 6 position player. So that would be Ola. Rachel is very good at getting tight sets very quickly so that she's not over or she's not wide. Short set again. Sarah Cantus able to deal with that. Chloe Rutherford cross again. Positioning wise on defense, both opposites have been hitting cross, and sometimes the positioning is a little off. If the opposing setter or oppo defending in one is not wide enough or close enough to the 10-foot line, sometimes it goes to the right. Great battle there by City. Able to skate away here with a .46. Jets playing scrappy, but sometimes that scrappy results in a miscommunication as well. Rachel Morrison back to serve, deep serve on Ola, number 3. Great coverage by Alexis Cruci on that missed middle back row attack from Rachel, and second referee signals that Leah Renfrak was in the net, blocking the pipe from Rachel Morrison. Rachel Morrison back to serve. Cross court on Alexis. Alexis deals with it pretty handedly. Back to Chloe Rutherford. Off the block, down the line. Anna Richardson able to cover. Outside to Gabby. Off the hands. Juggling in between the arms of Chloe Rutherford and Leah Renfrak. Chloe even putting up her arms and looking at them just to make sure that she felt everything correctly. 6-6 evened out here in the third. Deep serve onto Ola. Ola handles it pretty handedly. Middle. Rachel Morrison is right there, read it correctly, just slid off of her platform. Very impressive though to get that read from a middle hit. Chloe Rutherford, 37, back to serve. Deep serve. Chloe's got a very powerful arm. Very strong hitting and serving, but I think as of right now, maybe a little bit too strong. She's been missing quite a bit of serves in this game. Rachel Ferguson, middle, number 6, back to serve. For City, short serve. Leah Renfrak being able to handle that pretty easily. Alexis Crucy through a split block. Gabby able to get that and read that split block. Miscommunication. Sydney Wilson and Sophia Smith losing the ball a little bit. Unable to get a scrappy play off of that. Number 6, Alexis Crucy to serve into the net. Dipped right before the net. Number 17 coming in for Sydney Wilson. She is, I think it's Delphine Simi. She is new to City of Edinburgh. She's from the Turkish League. A setter and libero in that league. She's coming in as an opposite. Just here, maybe as a defender. Jets scoring point. Again, off of the block in front of the 2 blockers. Jets back to serve. Leah, deep serve onto Rachel Morrison. Moldy outside to Gabby. Gabby off the hands. Alexis able to get there, read very well. Ola right into Anna Richardson's hands. Gabby again tight over number 22, Rochelle Kavina, again undersized setter with going against number 5. It is tough. If your hands are not exactly perfect at the time of contact, it has a very high chance of going wild. Into the net, top of the tape from Gabby on that serve. And that is about 5 missed serves, maybe 6 this set. Dave Cormie telling Rachel Kavina to get rid of the ball that's old. City of Edinburgh able to run Sophia Smith there without a block. Just knocking that over the net. Sarah Canducci unable to do anything. Well played. Sophia Smith back to serve. On to Sarah, easy pass there into the middle and to the other middle. Again, it's very convenient whenever middles serve to just go at them, considering that middles don't usually play defense unless it's just one rotation. Number 3, Ola back to serve. Deep serve onto Gabby. Anna Richardson able to go and get that. Rachel Ferguson trying to cut that ball and roll it over the net and just missed her hand a bit. 12-10 to Edinburgh Jets just there. Deep flow, very nice drop on that, great up by Gabby. Again, throw down by Rachel Morrison trying to go off the hands. Jets deal with it. Cut shot by Rachel Morrison, very powerful cut shot onto Alexis. Alexis unable to get her hands up quick enough and going over the net with that. Number 8, Emma Waldy, let's see if she goes short. Again, bringing Alexis up. Now on the setter, Alexis off the net a bit. Really nice cross-court swing, paints the line. Line judges calling that in. I think Rachel Morrison thought it might have been a bit out. She ducked. Sophie Ballard back to serve. Cross-court serve onto Anna Richardson. Emma Waldy bump set to Rachel Morrison. Able to recycle it off the block. Again, back to Rachel. Cross-court. Setter able to deal with it. Alexis out of system from the middle. The middle is getting targeted again. Maybe this one not as directly as the other one. Went off the hands into the middles area. And she was just unable to get her feet under her for that dive. Jets cleaning the court a little bit. As I said, it is getting a bit warm in here, especially I can imagine if you're playing. This place is absolutely packed. Cross court serve from Rachel, trying to go into that corner, missing wide. 14-12 to Jets in this third set of the Women's Cup. Chloe Weatherford, number 37, back to serve. Again, we know that Chloe may have a miss serve just now, just going a bit long, a little bit too powerful. Let's see if that can change. Very nice serve. Line judges calling it in as it painted the line. Ian Brownlee is not happy with that call. But that's exactly what I was saying about Chloe's serve. It is deep, it is powerful, and it drops. And when it's there, it is lethal. Chloe Weatherford back to serve. Cross court there on Rachel Morrison, out of system to Gabby. Great set from Emma Waldy, and Ola able to get that and read it off the line high. Scramble play from Jets, free ball from City. Let's see if they can score here. Gabby over the block. Sarah Canducci even getting into the middle of the court to try to get that. And got one hand on it, but unable to get control. Again, number 22, Rochelle Kavina, definitely slightly shorter than Gabby. It's quite tough right here. Rachel Ferguson back to serve for City. To Ola. Ola handles it easily. Onto a quick set to Alexis. Alexis off the hands, and City just unable to pick that up. As simple as that. Sometimes volleyball doesn't have to be too complicated. Alexis Crucy back to serve. Flat serve down the line to Gabby. Gabby able to deal with that back set to number 17, Simi. Going wide. And Ian Brownlee calling for a timeout at 13-17. These teams are currently 1-1 in sets, and Jets are leading 17-13 right now. a bit more aggressive volleyball this time around. Maybe not as many scrappy plays in this set, but definitely very powerful hits, very smart shots from both teams. Ian and Kenny are both urging their teams to be in it. Ian showing the block. City has been beat a couple of times with the block, that they're not pressing as much as they need to be because the ball is going straight in front of their bodies when they block. Alexis Crucy, number 6, back to serve. Flat serve here. Flat and flow. Rachel Morrison able to deal with that. Gabby down the line, hoping for that in call. I think it was just slightly wide, but Jets saw it. Chloe Rutherford was right on the line, and so was Alexis. City is forcing that line from the outsides. And you know what, it's working. It worked in the first set wonderfully, and the second. Blocked there. Back row attack from Chloe Rutherford off the hands of Sophia Smith. Delphine Sini unable to react to that off the hands. It's a really powerful and very fast deflection off the hands. 1913's Jets. Alexis still serving onto Gabby tight. Emma and Sophia able to save that outside in system to Ola. Slid off the hands of both Delphine and Sophia into the net. Very tricky and very hard to discern from here. Sub from City of Edinburgh, Ian Brownlee. Delphine for Sydney Wilson, and number 12, Sophia Smith for number 2, Ellen Rankin. Let's see if those two subs can make a difference here. 20-13 to Jets here in the third. Flat serve onto Rachel Morrison. Not the best pass from her. Sydney Wilson trying to go cross, getting that high roll and going about 5 feet wide. She's got a very high touch point, but maybe not as whippy as she wants to be. But it is a very smart shot from her. Oh, almost a trickle down the net. Very tight from Emma there on the set. Scramble back row attack from Alexis to Emma, and then again kind of tight to Gabby. Back row attack again from Jets. Cross court, Chloe Rutherford loves that cross. Emma able to deal with it though. Tip from Leah and Richardson. Super scramble play here, very nice. Chloe Rutherford, free ball. Leah, let's see, yes! Able to bypass a double block onto the side of Rachel Morrison. 22-13 Jets. These scramble plays, these long plays, the fact that Jets are winning them, it's giving them momentum. Gabby Shank, no one's able to get a second touch on that. Let's see if Jets change up their tactic. Hannah Clark going in for number 5, Gabby. She's also new to City of Edinburgh this year. She was at Edinburgh Uni. Also is a very avid beach player. Over the net there from her pass. Hard to come in a little cold and then go and pass one of the best serves in the league. But I would not say that that was bad if the setter was front row. Down the line again, Rachel Morrison, a little off the net, outside to Hannah. Let's see what she does with it. A shot, cross. Sarah Canduce able to deal with it quite easily. Alexis onto Rachel Morrison. Rachel Morrison overpass. That slide again. Over Hannah Clark and onto Anna Richardson. Second set goes to Jets. Let's see if this intensity can keep up in that fourth set for Jets, or if we're in for another treat of a very intense set. Just remember, folks, these teams went to 5 only last week. So both of these teams have the teeth to fight and to prove that they are the best. City has been here many a times, and Jets up and coming, very off of an amazing season. So hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fourth and possibly final set of this Women's Cup final. Just a reminder, Jets are up 2-1 against City of Edinburgh. This is Jets' first time in a while in a cup final. City are regular attenders. City are looking to keep their title, while Jets is looking to put another tick on their season. A perfect season for them. Rochelle Kavina serving. Back to Rachel Morrison from City. Cross court, Rachel Kavina able to deal with it. Sarah Canducci out behind her to Alexis. Alexis really looking for that spot next to Anna Richardson, but just misses wide. Smart shot from her. Also avid beach player. You can tell she's looking at the other side of the court and placing her balls there. Number 1, Rachel Morrison back to serve. Cross court to Sarah. Sarah gets it up. But Jets can't seem to get a second touch on that. Rachel Morrison serving. Cross court to Alexis. Alexis out of system. Ola able to reel in that set. Nice up for Rachel Morrison there. And Anna Richardson setting up Gabby. And Gabby off the hands of Edinburgh Jets there. Very early timeout now from Kenny. You can see it telling his team, just chillax. We're in it to win it. Everything's fine. Ian Brownlee also instructing his team very intently. Both of these coaches, again, very good coaches, very knowledgeable and would fight to the death for their teams. Ian's been coaching this team for a very long time. Kenny came in 2 years ago and transformed the women's side of the program. So both of these teams are in very good hands in regards to their leadership. Rachel Morrison back to serve. Chloe Rutherford getting a touch on that, back to Ola off the hands. Anna Richardson on her toes and able to get that down ball by Gabby into the middle. A little bit of a miscommunication with Sophie there, out of system, out to Gabby. Again, off the hands. That off the hand shot, Ola and Gabby both very effective for both of them. Quite ironic that Ola and Gabby are lined up together here, so Ola has been blocking Gabby there. Middle, bomb of a middle. Anna Richardson able to dig that, but it was over the net. Chloe Rutherford again. Anna Richardson just getting tallies on her board for digs. Rochelle Kavina, what a dig there. Great defense with her hands. No one went after it. Little bit of a miscommunication. 5-0 to start. Again, like I was talking in the timeout, women's volleyball especially is very tough. It is very ace for Rachel Morrison. Very motivation and emotion oriented. So if you're up, you can be up, but if you are abruptly down in your motivation and your energy, it can be detrimental. Ace for Morrison on number 37, Chloe Rutherford. Morrison, one of the veterans for this team. Really showing what leadership is like there. Out the middle, through the double block, Sophie Ballard, number 4, able to get it and turn it back onto the setter. Favorable front row from Jets right now. Very tall. You got Alexis, you got Sophie, and you got Chloe. Very hard hands. Ola out long. Again, missing serves at this point in the game. May not be the best. But then again, 4 sets into a final, gotta go for an ace. Rachel Ferguson back to serve. Flat serve, Sarah Canducci able to deal with that. Back set to Chloe. Tries to tip that and was not able to get that over the net. Maybe a bit of a flat set for her just there. 4 sets in front of a big crowd is a lot. So maybe their bodies are getting tired without them realizing it. Great pass from Sarah Canducci from Rachel Ferguson outside to Alexis. Bomb into that cross court. Rachel Ferguson standing a little too far inside the court there. But again, every single team is going to go for a middle if they're serving. It's a strategy of many. Sophie Ballard back to serve. Deep to Rachel Morrison. Rachel Morrison easily gets that over. Sophia Smith tipping on the setter. Alexis Crucy again with that cross court. Anna Richardson was there. Number 5, Gabby, unable to get a second touch on that and chase that into the stands. But good effort from City there. It's 9-3 to City of Edinburgh in this 4th set. Are we gonna go to 5? Put your predictions in the comments if you are watching. That deep serve, Anna Richardson, great pass. Out to Gabby, off the hand. Sophie Ballard, very nice dig there. Inside and low set to Alexis, outside to Gabby. Gabby going over the block in between Alexis and Sophie. Quite tough in that seam to judge whether it's in or out. Both teams are basing their defense a little inside, which is really interesting to me. Alexis, great pass. Out of system middle run. I really like that with Leia. Free ball from Rachel Morrison. A very good free ball as well. Out of system from Sarah. Alexis into that corner. Anna Richardson deals with it. Again, very aggressive free balling from City out to Chloe Rutherford down the line. Anna Richardson just dig and dig and dig. Great from Rochelle. Caught! Shot from Alexis. She saw that and she wanted it. Just a bit too powerful. Fife for City of Edinburgh, back to serve. We've not seen her since she came out in the first set. Down the line onto Alexis, 10-foot line. Quick set, again that cut, but now it worked. Rachel and Alexis have the same type of tendency where something doesn't work. You're going to try it again, and you're going to try it again until it works, because you know that it is a weak point on the other team's side. 37, Chloe Rutherford back to serve. Pia, number 2, setting this time around instead of Rochelle Kavina. Inside set, off the hands. And again, both Pia and Rochelle are a little bit shorter than both Gabby and Rachel. So this will be interesting, seeing how Pia lines up against Rachel Morrison here, with Gabby going back to serve. Flat serve onto Ola, out of system a little bit. Great set outside. Just nicking that antenna by Alexis. Wanted to go down that line and it just went straight into the antenna. For those of you that don't know much about the rules of volleyball, the antenna marks where the sidelines are. So if you hit it, that means that everything is out. Middle run, and Richardson dealing with that outside to Rachel Morrison. Ola unable to deal with that on their defensive side. Again, quite high up in the court for the defense for Jets. But it does make sense a little bit, because both Gabby and Rachel can and will hit down if given the chance. Maybe even to the 10-foot line. Very flat serve. Sarah unable to deal with that. Great set, though, by Chloe Rutherford. Quite a disagreement there. So Alexis tipped that over, and she went under the net. If you go under the net outside of the court, it is legal. But if you go under the net with your whole foot inside the court, inside the orange, that is illegal. So I'm wondering what David Cormie saw there, because City of Edinburgh were asking for a under the net. Alexis on a high, really good out of system. Got them out of system there. Able to get a free ball over. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Ola ready for Emma Waldy with that dump. Cross court, 2 hands from Ola. Alexis exactly where she needs to be to beat Rachel's shot there. Chloe Rutherford read that tip very nicely. Pipe from Alexis down into no man's land, into that donut in the middle of the court. 5 seeing it a little too late. 6-14 to City of Edinburgh. Are we going to see another 5-setter, or is Edinburgh Jets going to pull this one out? Both teams back on court. Just a reminder, it's 14-6 to City of Edinburgh right now, but Jets leads with 2-1. Alexis Crucy back to serve. Again, it's getting more packed in here, and it's getting a little bit hotter and hotter as well. So the ball is flying a little bit wide. That one, though, in the net. Sophia Smith, number 12, back to serve. Right now, I think it's a matter of who has the best serve receive and who can win long rallies. Just like this one, out of system. Ola able to reach that. Really good onto Fife. Emma Waldy's in the front row. Great pickup from Sarah. But Alexis and Ola was falling before they get to the ball. It's really tough whenever it's that low and that fast. Especially in the fourth set, the body does tend to get tired. Cross court to Sarah. Sarah's able to deal with it this time. Outside set. Ola. Long. That went long. I know she's trying to go for hands, but she is able to hit down. So don't know if there's a conversation to be had about the set or is it timing. But Ola getting this serve right in front of her. Pia unable to get there as fast as she can. I think Kenny is actually coming up with a sub. I think this is Elise, number 9. Elise Christensen. This is her second season with the team. She was on Edinburgh Uni and Newbach as well. So she also knows all about the importance of this game. Also an avid beach player. Cross court serve. They're really trying to target, I think, Sarah and Elise, who just came in cold, which basically means that, you know, she hasn't warmed up in a while. So picking on a player like that is usually the way to go in volleyball. So Leah Renfrex serving. Tana Richardson, perfect pass there. Running that C. There's Sophie Ballard in front of it. Elise Christensen hitting into the net there. A little bit of an inside set from Pia Filando. Emma Waldy serving short. Outside set high. That's better. Elise able to get her feet there. Good defense from Chloe there. Again, back to Elise outside, rolling a bit towards Anna Richardson just there. Alexis bodied that ball off her shoulder. And Chloe Rutherford, even though tall, was not able to extend her arm and get that ball back from going past her. It's just a game, very, very powerful hits here. Short serve from Emma. Middle, Sophie Ballard, covered by Alexis. Tip. Nice pick up by Emma Waldy. Sarah Candusi getting beat towards the left. Staying a little bit too far behind the block, which was a single block there. Tough to read. Emma Waldy still serving. It is 21-7 to City, so seems like it's going to fifth. Back pipe from Alexis. Blocked by City of Edinburgh. Alexis is a very good Hail Mary in the back row. Very high contact, very strong hit. It's very rare that she does get blocked. But this play has already been known by City, and they have already played against that multiple times this season. So putting up more than one person on that block is very important, especially with number 6 Alexis in the back row, as she is their most stable outside as of right now. Both teams coming back on to serve. City of Edinburgh very excited about the turnaround of this set. It's currently 22-7 to City of Edinburgh. And again, like I said, you do not know what's going to happen. Short serve, trickle over the net from Emma Waldy. Great set outside. Great hit line by Elise. Tight set. Rachel Morrison tried to knuckle that into the deep corner, but did not succeed. It was out. Pia Philando back to serve. We've got tall front row just now out of system. Rachel Morrison did not deal with that serve very well. Pia Philando taking a free ball. Going outside to Elise Christensen. Tipping, easily dug up. Free ball by City. Both teams unable to get a really good swing. Besides that, Sophie Ballard out of system middles. Jets are really using the middle out of system, which again is uncharacteristic of a lot of SVL teams, or albeit a lot of women's teams. It takes a very skilled setter and middle and a very good connection for that to actually work as much as it's working right now. So it's definitely probably something that Kenny has been working on. Into the net by Pia Philando. Jets cannot afford to make mistakes at the moment in this crucial time. So hopefully it's a little bit of a cleanup here. Rachel Morrison back to serve. She did go on a very huge run beforehand. Sarah Canducci letting a couple of balls drop in front of her, which is very unusual for her. She's usually quite high under the ball just there, but maybe the service dropping so impeccably that it is hard to read. Alexis able to deal with that serve outside to Chloe Rutherford. Grazed the antenna, and that is set for City of Edinburgh, going to 5. City of Edinburgh have been here before. 2 years in a row, and this is the third. They never fail to go to 5 with any team that's across from them. Says a lot about them as a team, but also says a lot about the competition. So this set to 15, win by 2, is the deciding set for who will be the cup champion for Scottish volleyball this year. Will it be City of Edinburgh or will it be Jets? City of Edinburgh is again looking to extend their reign in this cup tournament, while Jets is looking to make a name for themselves after a very successful season. So we will see how this turns out. We're back with this fifth set, already off to a good start. Really long rally to City, and they are hyped. Emma Waldy serving. She's got a very short serve. Let's see if she changes it up for this set. No, bringing in Ola, going outside to Chloe Rutherford. Off the hands, Anna Richardson able to get her hands on that, and they are able to get a swing. But Jets are able to get a defender under it. Very good back and forth from both teams just now. Very clean volleyball. Very smart. There you go. Anna Richardson is able to dig very powerful hits, but sometimes with a couple of powerful hits, a tip is unexpected, and that's exactly what Ola did to catch Anna Richardson a little bit more off guard. Number 3, Ola back to serve. 1-1. Flat serve into the net. This is not the set to go for aces. There's been a couple of missed serves. Probably a couple more than Kenny would like on the Jets side today. Rachel Morrison back to serve here, cross court onto Sarah. Sarah, low pass there. Chloe Rutherford able to go through the block onto Morrison. Free ball over. Let's see if Jets can do something with that. Outside to Alexis. Alexis onto Morrison, bodies it. And gets that up off the hands here. Cross from Sarah and Ola. Line judge is calling touch off the block. City does not seem to be arguing against that. Alexis with a thumb up to get it off that block, going into that corner. Sets a little bit inside, so that's exactly what you have to do in order to get that side spin on the ball and get it into the corner. Sophie Ballard, number 4, serving. Corner serve, ace on number 5, Gabby. Balisavaite, she's been the target of many a serve today, just like Alexis has been a target of many a serve from City. 2 very strong outsides. Serve from Sophie onto Anna Richardson, high and inside, out to the outside to Gabby. Off the block, Ballard able to get that out to Alexis. Again, miscommunication from Jets. Rochelle, I believe, is setting. Kavina, yes. She went for the ball, and then Leah Remfrak went for the ball, and then there was just a little bit of a back and forth. Hopefully they can put it behind them. Rachel Ferguson to serve for City. Very low toss there. Still going for power, and then that results going into the net. Tale as old as time in volleyball. If you have a low toss on your serve, you cannot go for power. You just really need to get it over the net, especially lower than you expected. Number 37, Chloe Rutherford back to serve. Cross court, ace on Anna Richardson. It definitely was a close one. It painted that line. I think Anna thought it was out, and then she decided that she was going to take it. Ian Brownlee here calling a timeout. It's 5-3 to Jets here. Just a reminder, folks, this set is shorter than the rest. It is 2:15, win by 2. So the first team to reach 15 points, they will win. The teams do switch at 8, so both of these teams will be able to play on either side. But just as a reminder, the side that City is on seems to be a lucky side there. Chloe Rutherford serving, cross court to Anna Richardson. Anna Richardson handles that quite handily. Gabby over the block, over Rochelle. Hitting high off of Ola, number 3's shoulder. Again, she's not been hitting down, but she has been getting caught up high, so I wonder if what is positioning. Fife on the serve, quite tight there. Rochelle able to get it. Alexis through the block into that seam between Gabby and Anna Richardson. That is a tough ball to get unless you are ready for it, and it seemed that Gabby was standing up just slightly, but it is a tough ball to get in. Alexis Krusi serving, flat serve onto Gabby. Emma Waldy unable to chase that down. 6-4 to Jets. First time here for Jets in a while at the Cup Finals. Multiple times, especially in the 5th set for City. Out long, about a foot. Gabby Balasavaite back to serve here with Rachel Morrison, the City's main outside hitter in the front row, matched up against their setter. So this may be either very good or very bad. Out long, barely by Gabby. There. So now that Jets have hit 8 points, they are switching sides when immediately they have to go back to where they were. It is a very fast switch because we do have another game after this. We have City of Edinburgh versus Surrogati men's playing after this, and that is definitely going to be a rematch waiting to happen. Both of those teams have a lot of pent-up anger against each other most of the time. Leia Remfrak serving, outside set to Rachel Morrison. Alexis Krusi able to just read that and put a dime up. Same thing here. Very scrappy from Jets. Outside to Rachel. Chloe Rutherford unable to get that second off the hands. Very, very nice volleyball, very scrappy. City is taking advantage of the fact that their best hitter is in the front row. Rachel Morrison, she can make water into wine for City. Got Emma Waldy up in the front, so she only has her middle and her outside. Sophia Smith serving. Rotation fall on Jets. Sarah Canducci, the captain, she's saying, it's okay, guys, it's okay. It's just a little bit nervous. We do get it, it's okay. Alexis Krusi reassuring Kenny as well, their coach, that everything is A-okay. Sophia Smith serving 7-8, very good and close game on Alexis, able to deal with that outside inside set. Ola able to tip that quite high. Inside set from Rachel in a very tight seam between Chloe and Alexis there. I think both of them thought the other was taking it. Alexis is really committing to that line on Rachel, which is paying off by miles. Rachel loves that seam line hit, and I think she is using that even with two people there. It's going to be 1 versus 2, and it is working at the moment. So I think at this point, it's 8-8 all. I think City cannot let off the gas, but I also think Jets need to push and push and push and believe that they can win this. It's very hard being the team that's back here for the first time in a little bit, and then going against the teams that is a veteran. Every single year City goes to 5 in the cup finals, in the women's cup finals, with the other team across from the net. This year is not an exclusion, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 5th set, 8 all. We've got Sophia Smith serving for City. We've got a new right side and a new setter. So you've got 33, Annalise Petrati on the right. She is a lefty. And then you've got Pia setting number 2. She set last set. Still have Sophia, Ola, and Alexis. Great serve, able to get that up. Pia putting the ball a little too far back for Alexis to be able to do anything with. Just caught the top of the tape and rolled down 9-8 City. Folks, this is a nail biter. All of these sets have either been very close or not close at all. This is the closest we've been in these 5 sets. Off the net, just a little bit. Lefty swing, cross off the hands, not bad. Inside, high cross court from Rachel. Sarah able to do something with that. Line referee says that it is in. Which again, Ola was aiming at the middle in that cross at Sophia Smith whenever she served. Usually middles go and play in that left back position for defense. So hopefully Jets right now, it's 9-9, can pull away. Number 22, Rochelle Kavina serving. They've got a pretty stacked front row just now. Down the line onto Rachel Morrison right in front of her. It's going back to her. Cross court. Ola a little too far back. Shaded Sarah Canducci on that defense, reached up and Sarah was already there. That cut shot is difficult. Emma Waldy, number 8, serving. We know it's gonna go short to Alexis. Middle, overpass from City outside. Rochelle lowering that set. Rachel down the line, Alexis deals with it super easily. Cross court from Ola, two-handed tip. Again, Rachel going up and just swinging. I've gotten the joy to play against Rachel multiple times in this very scenario, and it is tough playing against her in the 5th set. She is wanting that ball every single time, and she will score or help her. Chloe Rutherford down the line, in from the line judge. Just went past the hands of the block for City. Ola back to serve. They've got a tall and powerful lineup here for Jets. They've got 37 Chloe Rutherford, 4 Sophie Ballard, and 6 Alexis Crucy. These girls are tall and powerful. Let's see if Jets can take this lineup and turn it into something. Deep serve, Gabby able to do something with that. Back to Rachel Morrison's off the hands for Jets. Here we go, Alexis out the outside. Covered by Chloe Rutherford. Alexis again, deep cross into Anna Richardson, able to handle that well. Rachel Morrison going up and swinging. And for the 3rd time, let's see if she gets that. Ola picked it up right in front of her. Back set to Chloe down the line. Anna Richardson able to get that. Powerful volleyball tip out! Second referee calls a net touch on Jets. Jets seem very frustrated with that call, especially because Rachel Morrison went out long with that. But she is back row now, so let's see if they can capitalize on that. In. Anna Richardson thought it might have been out, but it was in. She's a little far inside on that defense. Other than that, she has been an asset for City today, digging everything in her path and being a good shadow libero there. Sophie Ballard middle, back to serve, 11-12 to City. In the court, Anna Richardson able to get a touch on it. Out, followed by both Sophie Ballard and Ola to ensure that that is out and that there is no miscommunication. That is what I'd like to see. It is double checking and reassurance. City scrambled for that. It's 12-all. Can hear the crowd going wild in here. And then the men are just waiting to play. Anna Richardson able to get that deep serve out to Gabby. Off the hands, picked up by Jets. And two-hand tip over. Back to the outside, Gabby. Down the line. Past the block, No one was there, even though Ola already moved over. She's read it, and she was ready for it, just did not move. These next couple of points are crucial. Rachel Ferguson back to serve. They have gotten stuck in this rotation before, Jets have, so we'll see if they can get out of it fast. Is it dropping float serve back to Chloe Rutherford, cross court. Gabby tries to get it over from Sophia Smith. Easy two-handed tip. Rachel Ferguson trying to set Gabby. Gabby rolling it over out to Alexis Cruzy. Can she do something? All right, so that's an overpass there out to the middle. Net from Sophia Smith on City of Edinburgh side. Beautiful volleyball here. 13 all, folks. This is a nail biter. Absolutely beautiful volleyball from both teams. Chloe Rutherford back to serve. This is probably one of the more unfavorable rotations here for Jets, and City calls a timeout simply because you've got number 22 Rochelle Kavina out in the front row, and then you've got Gabby and Rachel who are going against her hitting. It is very hard, again, for a little bit of a shorter setter to go up against those two. They are very hard to block. For Jets, Rachel Morrison is in the back row right now, and the primary setting hitter that is getting set right now is Gabby. So Ian Brownlee is really focusing on Gabby here in his timeout to ensure that she knows exactly what is happening and what he wants her to do. Jets are hyping themselves up. There's a huge crowd here. Chloe Rutherford back to serve. As you remember, folks, Chloe, great serve, deep serve, but does tend to miss. So we're hoping here for an in, out. Nice flat serve onto Anna Richardson outside. Gabby going down the line to Chloe, and she's able to get that up. Roll shot from Ola back row again to Gabby's tip. David Cormie, first referee, is calling for a lift from Gabby. A throw from Gabby on that tip. So a throw is not legal. A tip is, though. What a throw is when the ball either goes behind your shoulder or you change direction so much that you have it in your hands for a little bit. So that is good for Jets. Here we go. That's 14-14 here. Just to remind you folks, this set is until 15 to find out who is going to win, and it's a win by 2. So it's either someone has to win 16-14 or even higher. There is no cap. There have been times where fifth set goes until 30. Flat serve onto Ola. Ola a little bit off the net, out to Alexis. Alexis able to deal with that, with the ball falling in front of Emma and Sophia. No press there from City of Edinburgh, and a little bit too far of a jump from our blockers there, causing it to go down in front of them. Alexis back to serve. She has a very, very strong serve here. Let's see if she can get them an ace. City might be watching Leia here for that slide if they get it over. Line judge calling it in on Gabby's head. Painting that line, almost going over Rochelle Kavina there. Chloe Rutherford unable to do anything with that, but that is a very, very fast ball from a very high point. Gabby off her kill, back to serve. Down flat onto Sarah. Sarah, very high, nice ball. Yep, that slide into the crossover pass. Very good, easy. Free ball into the middle. A1 for Leia. She turns that back towards position 1, going in between number 4, 5, and Gabby. in position 6. Number 13, Leia, back to serve. Missed serve there for Leia in the net. 16 all, folks. Everyone here has their heads in their hands, waiting to see who the next cup champion will be for the women. Sophie Ballard getting an awkward hit there outside to Ola. Ola in the court, cross. Sophia Smith a little too far inside and close to the position 6 there, almost hiding behind the block. She's gotten beat on that a couple of times. It is very hard to break habit if that is something that she's been doing before. But it seems like here it's a bit of a different defensive structure. Anna Richardson able to get that ball up. Sophie Ballard overpass, trying to put that ball down with a hit, unable to. Chloe Rutherford on a tip. Emma Waldy gets it up. Great set from Anna Richardson. Huge block from Chloe Rutherford and Sophie Ballard on Rachel Morrison. What a finish! City has been dethroned as the bearers of the cup title. It goes to Jets. Edinburgh Jets are your new Scottish Cup champions. You guys, such a good game. Congratulations to both teams. Amazing, amazing volleyball. We'll be back in a few for the men's side of the cup. Suragazi versus City of Edinburgh, which is a rematch from last year. So stay tuned, you guys. Thank you so much for listening.